The first of three objects that are still unexplained is shot down by US fighters near the town of Deadhorse in northern Alaska. A second cylindrical object is shot down over Canada's Yukon the next day, February the 11th. And on the 12th, the third, this time octagonal object, was downed over Lake Huron near Michigan. And now, a News Nation exclusive. Three sources tell me there was an earlier, publicly undisclosed incident over the Arctic Circle on the 1st of February, 3 days before the Chinese balloon shoot-down. These defence and intelligence sources revealing to News Nation 8 or 9 UAPs were detected over the Arctic Circle and that fighter jets were sent up in what was an unsuccessful attempt to intercept them. Former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defence Christopher Mellon has independently confirmed the same story.
Fighter jets were deployed from NORAD to engage with those objects and that they were seen to manoeuvre away, apparently at high speed. Have you heard those allegations? I've heard it now from 3 different people.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing, and from an individual who would have plausible reason to know.
And the charcoal briquette comment, everybody always quotes me on that. And the reality is these folks, if they are beings from light years away or wherever, their technology is so incredible that they could have done us, if they can travel light years to visit our little measly planet, then their technology is so superior to anything we've ever seen.
But it's interesting, some of the lawmakers will say, oh, and we need to know, too, if it's possibly, craft developed by China or Russia or one of our adversaries. But if you watch some of these videos, I mean, if China or Russia, have that kind of technology, I mean, that would be crazy. It seems unlikely, don't you think?
Yeah. Do you think that they would have walked over Ukraine in half the world by now? Russia would have, and China would own us.
I interviewed this guy named Maltsev, who'd been commander of the entire Russian Air Forces. And he told me about these encounters that Sokolov had recounted. 40 different incidents where Russian warplanes chased UFOs, and boom, they were gone. In 3 of those cases, though, the Russian warplanes crashed. 2 of the pilots died. And after that, this guy Maltsev issued an order: leave them alone. You see a UFO, leave them the hell alone, because, quote, they have incredible capacities for retaliation.
Would you have had the capability to defend yourself, your crew, your aircraft?
Absolutely not.
Sir?
No.
Russ Coulthard joins us now with more. Did they find the object, the pieces of the object they shot down?
No, ma'am, they did not. In fact, it's a continuing mystery. 6 months on, the public's been told nothing. We've been told that they didn't find anything, even though the New York Times and other institutions were reporting at the time that the sea ice was frozen and that it was quite clear, there was very clear open conditions that day. The conditions were perfect for recovery. And moreover, it was reported in media that there was something anomalous about the Alaska object in particular, that somehow it remotely interfered.
Like, what? I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Meaning what? Anomalous
That's
how?
right. No, I mean, there were reports that the Alaska object somehow remotely interfered with the sensor systems of the US fighter jets that tried to intercept it. And this is an ongoing mystery, Elizabeth. We just don't know, and I think the public's got a right to know what happened, and the Pentagon has indicated it's soon about to start releasing some of the shoot-down vision. Because this was an unprecedented incident. For the first time in 65 years, NORAD used lethal force to engage a UAP over American airspace.
Yeah, and we just had a Pentagon briefing a few days ago on UFOs, or UAPs as they call them now, saying we're going to be more transparent and share more. And you've got a lot of questions here, and we have no answers. All right.
It is really quite extraordinary. I mean, I just find it amazing that we don't know the answers to what happened in February, and I think the public's got every right to know.